Welcome back to FlyEaglesFly News, where we dive deep into everything happening with Philadelphia as the season heats up. There's a buzz of excitement mixed with a touch of anxiety among fans. And it all starts with the injury situation, which can dramatically influence how the team performs week to week. Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter remain sidelined, which was expected, but the latest name catching attention is Fred Johnson, the backup right tackle. Reports that he was limited in practice have raised some eyebrows. To compensate, the Eagles turn to rookie Cam Williams, which signals that Fred is dealing with something that could affect the team's protection schemes. The right side of the line is suddenly under the microscope, especially considering matchups against formidable pass rushers. If the Eagles face someone like Max Crosby, they'll need to find a rhythm and protect the quarterback without hesitation. And fans are holding their breath to see if the depth can handle the challenge, turning the spotlight to the coaching side. Kevin Patullo has been a name circulating in speculation for future head coaching opportunities, including possible interviews with teams like the Giants next season. While it's still early, the story serves as a reminder of just how quickly the NFL coaching landscape shifts. Patullo's offensive approach has drawn attention, and despite some inconsistencies in Philadelphia's offensive performance, leading this unit remains a strong credential for rising through the league. It's fascinating to consider what his potential departure could mean long-term, but right now, the focus remains firmly on the field and the incremental progress players are making each week. The offense's ability to execute under pressure and the adaptation of schemes will define how smoothly this transition, if it happens, could unfold. Meanwhile, Jordan Davis has emerged as a cornerstone of the defense, capturing the attention of coaches and fans alike. Comparisons to Brandon Graham are inevitable. But Davis isn't just measuring up statistically, he's stepping into a leadership role that goes beyond numbers. His presence on the field energizes teammates, and his approach to preparation, practice, and game day performance demonstrates a level of maturity rare for someone still early in his career. Davis has shown the capacity to dominate both in stopping the run and applying pressure to the quarterback, a dual threat that significantly elevates the defensive line. His influence extends into the locker room as well, creating an atmosphere where focus, accountability, and competitive intensity are contagious. Watching him interact with teammates, emphasizing respect, effort, and attention to detail, reinforces the sense that he is more than a player executing plays. He is someone building culture. In practice and in games, Davis demonstrates that leadership isn't merely vocal but actionable. He maintains high-level performance even when the surrounding personnel change, proving that he can anchor the defense in any circumstance. His ability to absorb coaching feedback and translate it into improvement week after week separates him from players who plateau after initial success. Observing his growth, it's clear he has the tools, mindset, and consistency to serve as a defensive cornerstone for years to come. The combination of skill, energy, and intelligence on the field is paired with a commitment to elevate those around him, creating a dynamic environment in which younger players can thrive and veterans can rely on a steady presence during high-pressure moments. Amidst the individual performances, the team as a whole has faced challenges. The Eagles recently went through a 3-game stretch without the desired results, prompting questions about consistency and resilience. In those moments, owner leadership has been subtly reassuring. Jeffrey Lurie, who rarely comments publicly, shared his perspective, highlighting the strengths that remain intact. He pointed to a defense that continues to perform, special teams that maintain a high standard, and an offense that, while struggling at times, has the potential to overcome adversity. His message was measured, emphasizing that while mistakes have occurred, the foundation of the team is solid and capable of responding effectively. Lurie's comments underscore that short-term setbacks are part of a broader process and should not overshadow the depth and talent present across the roster. On the tactical side, every play counts, and small decisions can swing the outcome of games. The Eagles' play calling, particularly in critical moments, has been analyzed closely. Some choices, like opting for passes in situations where the running game showed promise, have sparked discussion. But there have also been moments that display creativity and intelligence. Strategic crossing routes, unexpected run schemes, and individual athleticism have provided glimpses of the team's potential. These micro-adjustments reflect the ongoing process of refinement, showing that while improvements are necessary, the team possesses the tools and versatility to perform at a high level when execution aligns with Preparation, the evolution of leadership within the squad, is another compelling aspect of this season. While Brandon Graham continues to contribute, often in a reduced role, the transition of responsibility to players like Jordan Davis is becoming more apparent. Davis embodies a combination of skill, intensity, and focus that not only enhances his own play but also sets an example for those around him. The ability to respond to coaching guidance, adapt to challenges, and maintain consistency under pressure is a defining trait. This is a player who can anchor the defense, influence the locker room, and serve as a bridge between emerging talent and veteran experience. His emergence as a leader reflects a strategic cultivation of character and capability, ensuring that the Eagles' defense remains strong both on and off the field. As the team navigates these dynamics, injuries and roster adjustments continue to shape the narrative. The absence of key players like Lane Johnson, along with the uncertainty surrounding backup options, presents real challenges. Yet it also creates opportunities for younger players to step up. Cam Williams' elevation to playing time is a clear example, allowing the team to test depth while providing valuable experience that could prove critical in the postseason. These moments highlight the importance of adaptability, preparation, and the ability to perform under pressure. The offensive line, often underappreciated, becomes a focal point in these situations where cohesion and resilience are tested in real time. The impact of leadership is visible not just in performance, but in culture. Davis' rise, combined with veteran guidance, contributes to an environment where accountability is expected. Excellence is the standard, and preparation is taken seriously. The interplay between emerging stars and seasoned mentors shapes the team's identity, influencing both the execution of plays and the broader approach to the season. Each practice, each adjustment, and each game is an opportunity to reinforce standards and demonstrate the values that define the Eagles as a team. This blend of youthful energy, experience, and strategic oversight sets the stage for growth and the development of a resilient, cohesive unit capable of navigating adversity and capitalizing on opportunities. On defense, the emerging role of Jordan Davis has begun to redefine expectations. He is not only generating pressure against the quarterback but also providing stability against the run, creating a versatile and adaptable defensive front. His presence elevates those around him, encouraging younger linemen, linebackers, and even secondary players to perform at higher levels. The lessons he imparts through example are as significant as his tangible production on the field. Coaches recognize his rare combination of skill, discipline, and leadership, which distinguishes him as a player capable of shaping the identity of the defense for years to come. His influence extends beyond statistics, permeating the mindset, preparation, and performance of the entire unit, setting a foundation for sustained excellence. On the offensive side, there's a sense that the Eagles are slowly rediscovering their rhythm. Even as inconsistencies linger, every series, every drive presents opportunities for the team to refine communication, timing, and execution. The recent 3-game stretch exposed vulnerabilities, but it also revealed moments of clarity where players demonstrated the capability to move the chains and create scoring opportunities. A.J. Brown, for example, has flashed his potential repeatedly when the timing is precise and the route concepts are executed cleanly. Even when errors such as dropped passes or misreads occur, there's a visible learning process taking place. Players are adjusting, absorbing lessons from coaching feedback, and translating that knowledge into smarter decisions on the field. The offense is evolving, and those subtle improvements could compound into a significant advantage as the season progresses. Quarterback performance has been a focal point, particularly in managing pressure and reading defensive schemes. While the protection schemes have been tested due to injuries along the line, the quarterback has had to adjust in real time, relying on quick decision-making and anticipation. The collaboration between offensive linemen, receivers, and skilled players is crucial, and when executed properly, it unlocks the full potential of the playbook. Coaches have been making targeted adjustments, experimenting with personnel rotations and shifts in strategy to maximize effectiveness. These refinements might not be visible on highlight reels, but they are integral to maintaining competitive balance and sustaining drives. The ability to adapt under duress demonstrates the mental toughness embedded within this roster. Meanwhile, the interplay between veterans and emerging talent continues to shape the team's culture. Brandon Graham remains a stabilizing figure, offering guidance, insight, and experience that younger players can emulate. His mentorship is particularly valuable during high-pressure situations, allowing rookies and less experienced players to navigate complex scenarios with a clearer understanding of what is required at the professional level simultaneously. The rise of Jordan Davis on the defensive front provides a tangible example of energy, preparation, and accountability. The synergy between these elements creates an environment where learning, improvement, and leadership coexist naturally. It's a delicate balance, yet it fosters resilience, adaptability, and a collective commitment to excellence. Injuries remain a recurring subplot. Lane Johnson's absence continues to weigh heavily on the offensive line, and the limited availability of backups, such as Fred Johnson, presents both challenges and opportunities. Rookies like Kim Williams are gaining valuable experience, learning how to adapt to the speed and complexity of the professional game. Every snap they take is a test of readiness, and every success strengthens the depth chart. These experiences accelerate growth, forcing both the coaching staff and players to make creative adjustments. In many ways, adversity has become a catalyst for development, revealing which players are prepared to step up and which areas require additional attention. The right tackle situation exemplifies this dynamic, testing the team's depth, communication, and execution under pressure. Special teams continue to provide stability amid these challenges. Their consistent performance in coverage, field positioning, and kicking has mitigated the consequences of offensive turnovers and helped maintain competitive balance. These units, often overlooked by casual observers, are critical in sustaining momentum and preventing mistakes from snowballing into larger issues. Discipline and execution in this phase of the game underscore the importance of preparation and attention to detail across the roster. In many ways, special teams have become the quiet backbone of the squad, offering a buffer that allows both offense and defense to operate with greater confidence. The Eagles' resilience is further highlighted when considering the broader narrative of leadership and culture. Owner engagement, particularly through measured commentary from Jeffrey Lurie, reinforces standards without overreacting to temporary setbacks. His recognition of strengths in the defense, contributions from special teams, and potential within the offense sets a tone of accountability while fostering confidence. This perspective resonates throughout the organization, shaping expectations and influencing how players approach practice, preparation, and game day execution. The combination of ownership insight, coaching guidance, and player leadership establishes a framework for sustainable growth and competitive performance. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. The NFL universe is buzzing, and the whispers have finally turned into a full-blown shockwave. Sources suggest that the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers may have just orchestrated a blockbuster trade that has left fans and insiders alike scrambling for explanations. The rumor mill erupted late into the night, as Eagles general manager Howie Roseman reportedly pulled an all-nighter, leaving league executives and analysts stunned by the sheer audacity of the move. According to unconfirmed chatter, the trade could reshape both franchises in ways that no one saw coming. Speculation is rampant about which marquee players might be involved, with some suggesting the deal could include star talents from both sides of the field. Philadelphia, long admired for its strategic maneuvering under Roseman, seems to have struck while the iron was hot, potentially altering its trajectory for the upcoming seasons. Meanwhile, the 49ers, a team already loaded with depth and championship aspiration, might be on the brink of a shakeup that could change the balance of power in the NFC. The timing of the reported deal adds to the frenzy. Rumors claim that negotiations went deep into the night, with Roseman personally overseeing every detail, leaving no stone unturned. Sources hint at a level of secrecy rarely seen in league circles, with staffers and insiders only learning bits and pieces as the deal allegedly solidified. Behind closed doors, social media is ablaze with speculation, memes, and hot takes, as fans on both coasts try to decipher what this could mean for quarterbacks, defensive stalwarts, and emerging stars alike. Analysts are already weighing the potential ripple effects. Salary caps, draft picks, and locker room chemistry are all under the microscope. Could this trade tip the scales for a Super Bowl contender? Or is it a high-stakes gamble that could backfire spectacularly? The NFL world is holding its breath, waiting for confirmations that may never come, as the line between rumor and reality blurs in real time. One thing is certain: if this trade is even half of what insiders are suggesting, the league will never look the same. and Howie Roseman just reminded everyone why he's considered one of the most cunning operators in football today. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.